So feel free to go spin through our crates.
You can find all of our playlists from volume 1, and when we first started this thing.
And also,
all the way back.
Of course, on this channel, I post a lot of individual content of just me. But if you just want to see the podcast tab on the channel is now active. And I have a podcast playlist going on the podcast tab. So 86% say yes. We'll wait till Joe comes back for the next one. Let's get on to the next one, though. It is from Lethal Sub-Zero, my buddy Toxic, who I'm going to have on going to Kentucky pretty soon. We're going to have a cannabis. We're going to have a huge cannabis history, cannabis infinity forums, Spitboss, and a huge cannabis related discussion about all the people that we used to work with and know. We've already been getting some talking about DJ KI and what's the other guy's name? Xpren, remember Xpren?
Absolutely.
Oh my God, we're gonna talk about all those guys.
Did you see I gave you a cannabis feature on 8.3?
You did.
I was like, what?
I didn't notice that yet.
It's new, brand new.
This is there's Joe the Butcher.
I was just gonna message him.
There we are, Joe. We are actually, unfortunately, in a different reaction now, so we shouldn't do your review here right now because we already finished the last video. But we'll get you on the next one,
man.
This is RINO. It is called Overkill. Let's do it.
Watch out, man. You've been impacted in an attack with a mixture of aromatic paragraphs crafted with acidic cataclysmic mathematical acrobatics. My mind confines plenty rhymes. Slice your stomach with the mic 20 times. Even lines on your torso that look like mini blinds. And people can peek through and view your vital organs anytime. A psychic told me I won't come into my prime till I'm 129. I'll lessen your body mass from flesh into a watery mist and spray you out of a can like air freshener. I won't have any problem stopping you. The one-man mafia that's chopping you tilapia like tilapia. My Glock spits neurotoxic hot bricks. My synopsis make rock split. Block hits from unseen entities that I box with. I hold a key like locksmiths. Got x-ray optics. Who thought I get sit outside my knowledge pit cause they could not fit. My vibe is too strong to call off. I can stand on one foot on a building's ledge in a strong wind, it couldn't fall off. I spark the seeds that are hard to read. I'm from a larger breed, a Martian breed that turns cautious authors to quadriplegic. The strap cannibal that rap vandals like snakes on the animal channel that traps mammals in the annals of my neck panel. The dichotomy, my word logic locks you and stops you from breathing out until the death angel adopts you. Yeah. You wanna have it, take a stab at it. I'm avid about smashing your cabbage into specks of forensic lab fabric. And imposters copy my logic. My body and knowledge to your body's compounded from solid to liquid to gas and back to solid. An apocalyptic flame rips from my lips that insane clips that strips fragmented micrograins of brain chips. I distribute facts amongst you. The chiropractor that replace needles with multiple acts in your back for acupuncture. The inhabitant of this labyrinth, Babylon, paramount paragon that runs relay marathons with 90-pound batons. And it's spark sons cause I've been holler. The Bin Laden sin plotter that'll beat your ghost out of you like a pinata. My information left a contagious, blazing, abrasion that had you phased with radiation like a chemo patient. When average rappers scavenge passages from my tablets, I ravage anatomy savage and won't even let the maggots have it. Don't try to draft the chapter after me. They'll think you levitating, but you actually hanging ropeless, defying gravity. The word merchant that squirts serpents with a flow pump. Lyrically, I'm the opposite of a hurt workman, cause I get no cum. Your verses are worthless. My thirst is strong enough to coerce water from the earth's inner core up to its surface. I leave a generation birthless. Carry hearses in other dimensions while being nourished by the milk of shirtless nurses. Yeah. You quoting stuff that ain't potent enough. I seen the ghost of the rhyme you wrote leaving out of your rap folder and floating up. Like Ike got beat and bruised the mic. If I use it right, you gon' lose tonight. And every pen you choose to go on strike and refuse to write. I'm overseen by wicked guardians. It to me after every performance and make me slaughter part of the audience. I never finish a battle, one paragraph they blew. Just like a phone number, most rappers dash halfway through. I designed the rhyme, I wish that I could've read it first. I didn't get a chance, people were screaming and giving me doubt before I said the first. I'll speak to your brain and tremble it. The stem of it, I'll dismember it. Blow up the frame and let a baby reassemble it. Skills that are doping them with opium. The trophy I'm accepting while my victim's head lay hopelessly on the podium.
So what was this?
I mean, seriously, he's the metaphor master. I put him in the same box as Cannabis just because you can't just listen to a song once and get it. Like, it's impossible. Like RINO, you don't do him justice doing one listen reactions. Like, I think a better way to do a RINO reaction is to listen to it 30 times and then go live and do a reaction. Because every fucking bar is a whole story in itself. Like, it's just bar metaphor and bar. It's so complex. Like, everything is so complex. Every rhyme, everything he compares, everything that he does is just so complex. It requires multiple listens. That's why I love RINO. That's why I'm giving this track a 9.6. Not song of the night, but damn close. Ignacio, what are you saying?
You know, when I was listening to this, I had a thought, like, if you put RINO, because I was kind of in the same ballpark as you, is like RINO, Cannabis being masters of what they do as far as their pen, things like that, right? Because I'm starting to gain a more of an appreciation for Cannabis's pen, for sure, for his penmanship, for sure.
That's what it's all about. That's what it's all
right.
about.
So, but question for two Cannabis fans, bar for bar, who do you think, if you had RINO and Cannabis and you took a verse from each and bar for bar, who do you guys think would edge it out?
That's a good question.
I don't see why it has to be like that.
because this is hip hop and it makes for an interesting conversation.
I think technically I think Cannabis has got it, but metaphorically I think RINO's got it. So I think they're both huge savages.
Okay.
You know?
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. It depends on where you grab them from. You know, I mean, if you took something from Cannabis, see True Hollywood Stories, and then something like this, well, I mean, there's not much competition there. But if you were to take the majority or the best of Cannabis's work and bar for bar, put them side by side, Cannabis would take the edge. Just the way he strings the words together, the sense that it makes, the complexity. Right. Yeah.
Well, I really go ahead.
No, go ahead.
No, I was just saying, well, I really, really enjoyed this track. I could have had the beat could have done a little bit more for me, just a bit more. I did like it, but it just a little more, just a bit. I'm in the 8.25 range.
8.25, Lady Punek, what are you saying?
Yeah, I mean, RINO is definitely a wordsmith, excellent lyricist, really complex, bar heavy on this one. I dug the beat. It really had like a horrorcore vibe to it, you know, kind of sprinkled throughout the subject matter there. I'm going to give this one an 8.5.
8.5. Chuck, what are you saying?
Okay, so I'm gonna have an unpopular opinion here.
I knew it was coming.
And this is an issue I have with RINO in general. You know that he always brings, he always brings the pen game, always brings the lyric game. You know, zero to criticize there. Probably well over half the beats I heard him on, and I'm going to say this one included, sound like a MIDI file on a Windows 3.1 computer. You know, you know, or it was like some combination of like, you know, cool beat number 4 and like hip hop beat number 7. You know, I just like no.
Damn,
you know,
Chuck.
I fucking hate the beats that he's on. Like they're awful. You know, and like his lyrics are just excellent, and you know, complex. They deliver. They're fire. Probably well over half the beats I hear him on, it's like, what the fuck is this?
I think they come from within the South Park Coalition.
Maybe, but like this track was that for me, you know, and so I have like a really high and a really low there, and like those two are really hard to like have it something I want on repeat. And so
how do you reconcile that?
I reconcile that with a respectable 7, and I'm not happy about any of it.
Okay, Joe, what are you saying?
Oh man, well, RINO, he does not miss when it comes to the bars, but that beat, I did not like the beat at all.
Thank you.
Know what I mean?
Thank you.
But K Reno, man, I mean, what can, oh, by the way, I have a song that I have not dropped yet that's got one of the hottest K Reno verses on it. And DJ
Nice.
Crew did the beat, and it is sick.
Oh,
Oh, nice.
When it
Oh.
drops, you
We'll
guys
use
are gonna
that
be
as our
like,
intro track.
listen, it took me the longest time to write the verse to it because K Reno's verse goes so goddamn hard.
we
You
should
know
do
what
a
I mean?
release show. When it drops, we should do a release show.
Yeah.
Yeah, we can
Ooh.
do that. We can do that. But
Or
anyway,
just make it one of our picks for the night.
Yeah.
we could do that too. DJ Crew went so hard on the beat too, man. It's an instant classic. You know what I mean?
Nice.
But anyway, K Reno, man, I wish that beat was. He needs to do like an album of remixes or something where he gets better production and those bar heavy songs like that. If he just redoes them with better beats on them, it would be so much better. But yeah, I think I'm going to give it a solid 8 just because his lyrics were so on point. But that beat just kind of dropped it for me.
Yeah.
And he probably runs into the same situation that I did over the years, is that I have so many songs on so many different computers that all broke at some point. Like, I wonder if he has access to all his Akas from back in the day. I doubt he does, man. I bet he's lost tons. It's just part of the game. But 86% in the crowd say yes, that is going on the playlists. Let's get into track number 10. It is another Stevie Stone beat. Twice in a row, Stevie Stone. The last beat was just like a gangster rap club tune. I didn't like it. But I'm not sure what this one's going to be. This
The
one's
last
called,
one?
Yeah, last week. It was
the last-
I said the last track.
No, last week Stevie Stone track was like a club track. Reminded me like 50 Cent or something.
From his second EP, I think it was, we figured out.
Yeah. So this one is My Remedy. Let's do it. Well, I like the piano already. Good singer. Reminds me of Tech 9 a little bit. Oh yeah, he's strange too, isn't he? Or was.
He was, yeah.
All of my problems feel